Right, Ms. Godey, if you could tell us what would be the takeaways from the session you just attended and was a panel member?
Um, the first takeaway is that citizens can make a difference. For me, I think that is the most important thing because I deal with a lot of people and I have seen firsthand how a city can recover from a thing like Cyclone Hudhud. And we were the first urban area to be hit by a cyclone and we were totally devastated. There was no loss of life luckily, but there wasn't a building that didn't need repair and like apartments, brand new apartments just got swept away. It was that bad. But within a week, and I have to mention that the state administration did an awesome job, but it was, I think, the people's resolve to get beyond it, to come together, do what has to be done, and we did it. Whether it was planting trees, whether it was helping the needy, going out to the villages, or just doing what the government had put in place. So I think people's effort showed up the best. And from this conference, we got different aspects, whether it was financial, whether it's the Terry initiatives, whether it is the taxation problems that one faces in implementing smart city solutions. So I think this was a very well-rounded discussion, and I was very fortunate to be part of it.
All right. Well, if you could tell us as to how smart the smart cities be for the marginalized communities and the physically challenged, because India faces a problem. We don't have staircases for wheelchairs and all.
I think now we realize the need to accommodate everybody, and I think every greenfield project that is now coming up will of course include all these. And there is a lot of regulation also. So all commercial buildings need to have ramps and accessibility corridors, especially for those challenged. And I think we are including them now, and we make a conscious decision to make the changes that are required.
All right. If you could talk about Vizag and some existing projects you are currently taking care of.
In Vizag, I'm associated with Phoenix IT Solutions, which is basically a power, water and smart city solution provider. But as part of our CSR, which we have termed Citizen with a Y, CITYZEN, we have adopted a village which is about 50 kilometers from Vizag, and we have adopted a residential colony, a primarily residential colony in the heart of Vizag. And we want to implement smart solutions. Like I mentioned, though, based on the 5 points of clean, green, digital, safe, and one more thing. Based on these 5, we want to implement and healthy. So we want to implement smart things to showcase to the city and to the world that with very little effort, how a colony can be turned, like it's important for the people. So we are doing a baseline study in association with the USGBC on energy and water consumption patterns, and so that we know where the leakages are, how we can better control our energy, because we are energy deficient. So if we get that baseline study done, we know how to do it, and then we are implementing, we want to implement a solar rooftop grid. So we are in talks with MNRE for that, and I think we have a very phased way of doing it. We have plans and we are working slowly towards it, and as you can see, we are involving the government. The municipality also is very happy to help us. So they are appointing a nodal officer for this one colony, so that the issue reporting tool that we have deployed, there's a website called onevizag.org that Phoenix has developed especially for the people of Vizag, and we've deployed it in Kirlampudi right now. So people in Kirlampudi can talk to each other, figure out what the problems are. Some they are resolving by themselves by voluntary efforts, and some with the help of the municipality we are dealing.
So what is the extent of technology usage, specifically with regards to video? Do you think next time we have the US president, we would not be using 500 snipers and the video technology would be enough?
Frankly, security is something that nothing can stop. you can put into place everything and the worst things have happened. Yes, you can prevent it, but definitely technology is going to be a big player because there is only so much, there is a limitation to human involvement, and it can't, what a sensor can do. It has, a wider view, it has a constant same attention. So I think technology and video are going to play a very big role. Like I think, what was that? Television person of interest, I think. So I think video is going to be a big security measure, definitely.
Ms. Godey, we have India funding around 6,000 crores for this particular project, and the remaining funds would be coming from abroad and other companies. So how do you think this entire fund would be used? Has it already been allocated as per cities?
Okay, the budget allocation that you're talking about, I think will mostly go towards making the DPRs, because unless you have a detailed report on what you want to do, it's not like, it's not like, okay, you have a little building and you say, ठीक है यहाँ 4 light लगा दो वहाँ पे, it's not like that. So for a city, you have to have a very detailed report, and these will take a lot of money. You need established players, you need somebody with experience, you need somebody with the knowledge, and I think our Gujarat model is a very good model to follow. So I think most of this initial layout of funds is going to go towards the initial research and planning purposes, and very little might actually go into implementing right now. But some will of course go, but I think most of that, because 100 cities is a big number.
So are we expecting a second level or second phase of funding?
I think they'll need to do it every year.
Every year.
Every year.
The budget allocation has to be
every year they have to do it, and I think we are in year 1. We're just getting over with year 1. So I think you will see the actual projects being implemented in a couple of years.
Right. Do you think Homes for All is really feasible?
Homes for All?
That's right. It's just 7.5 years left.
It depends. It's not practical, I think, given our numbers. Because when you say homes for all, you also have to think of what quality you're going to maintain. It's not like you're just going to put up a tent and say this is your home. And let's be practical, in a country with our numbers, it's just not happening. Maybe they will, revise who the all is. That would be more sensible, I think. You just can't say we're going to give everybody a home.